patience. My name is Mrs. Dominski. I am the director of the fourth grade orchestra, district-wide. As you can see, we have a lot of students on stage, and that is because we combine all fourth grade strings from all 4 elementary schools. So it makes for a nice big group to work with. So we're really excited to perform for you. This is their debut concert. We've been working really hard for many months, working up towards tonight's concert. So we're gonna start off with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, a very familiar tune, and one of the first pieces that they learned with their bows this year. So please enjoy, thanks. Thank you. Our next piece is called Farajaka, and Mr. Schaefer is going to join us on the wood block for this one. And we are going to play Farajaka twice in unison and then twice in a round. So this was a great opportunity for the students to learn how to play a song in a round. When we get to that section, the violins will be group 1, and then you will hear the viola, cellos, and basses come in with the second part as group 2. So here's Farajaka. You'll hear it 4 times total, twice in unison and twice in a round. Thank you. Thank you. That was a really fun piece called Tune a Rumble. Before we move on to our last piece of Ode to Joy, which is always tradition for fourth grade orchestra to learn Beethoven's Ode to Joy melody, I'd just like to give a few quick thank yous. I'd like to first of all thank Mrs. Katie DeMizio. She's our piano accompanist tonight, so let's give her a round of applause. She's also our Great Valley High School choir director, so if you have any students going up to the high school, you might have her one day in the future. So, I would also like to thank my music colleagues who support me and work alongside me every day, and I especially want to thank Mr. Schaefer, who shares this concert with me and helped us out earlier on Farajaka. So thank you, Mr. Schaefer. Yeah, we can give a little round of applause there. I'd also like to thank Mr. Jason and the custodial staff here. He is extremely helpful to me, always having this space ready for rehearsals and our concerts. So thank you, Mr. Jason and the custodians. I would also like to thank the Tri-M students. I have several Great Valley High School music students that are here tonight, and I really couldn't do all of this without behind the scenes help. So let's give them a round of applause. And most of them I taught, so it's always fun to have them back and relive those memories of fourth grade orchestra with them. I'd also like to thank GVMPA, who you heard from earlier. They support the music in our schools, K-12, so thank you. They have some awesome merch out there, and I hope that you can get involved in that parent group to help support music. And I also want to thank specifically Mrs. Casey, who held the doors for me for so many rehearsals this season, and all of the General Rain students. You were a huge help. They were my stage crew after rehearsal, helping to clean up the stage. So let's give them a round of applause. last but not least, parents and families, I want to thank you for enrolling your child in, or children in the string program this year. And encouraging them along the way. I really love what I do, and I couldn't do it if you didn't sign your kids up. So thank you for giving them this opportunity, and I'm really proud of all of their hard work this year. So this is kind of the finale to our school year, but we will be continuing lessons for the next couple of weeks till the remainder of the year, so please don't return their instruments yet, okay? We're not quite done. We are done with our before school orchestra rehearsals, but we are gonna continue lessons for the remainder of the year. And it's been a joy to work with your children. I really hope they continue next year. If they do continue, I am also the string orchestra teacher at the 5-6 Center, so I could potentially have your children for 2 more years if they continue, which would be wonderful. So hopefully I'll see a lot of you up there next year in the fall. All right, so I think that's all for right now. We have one more piece for you, Ode to Joy. And then I'll get back on the mic after that. Thanks. A long evening, and I appreciate your patience. But because we've spent so many hours preparing for tonight, we would like to replay our favorite song from tonight. I hope that's okay. So we're just gonna run through Tuna Rumble one more time because that was their favorite piece. And we just really want to perform it one more time for you guys, and then you can go home. All right, thank you so much. great rest of your night. I'm going to dismiss, if you could stay seated. Students on the stage, could you grab your music and instruments and exit down both sets of stairs and go back to the aisle, back to the upper gym to pack up, and then you can meet your parents in the hallway. Thanks again. Go ahead, students. Wonderful job.